Today on Obsessed, you are going to get obsessed with your life. You are going to understand the power of life, death, trauma, victories, shame, success, family relationships, love, hate, and so much more. Start leading your life as a warrior. You have the keys to live the life you never dreamt of. It's time to stop making excuses and start getting obsessed with your life.
I think it's just an epidemic, like you're saying, and I sat on this for a very long time, but I realized and I ran into all kinds of people who were in very similar situations. So there was a situation where I'm saying, it's a story, I'm in one state, Pennsylvania, and I drive up in the driveway one day and everything is gone, literally everything. So furniture, I checked on the bank accounts emptied. So obviously it's devastating. And I sort of like right away immediately said, well, okay, it's just stuff. It's just things and they can be replaced. However, I didn't know where our child was and I didn't know where they were. So I started panicking, of course, because it's something that mom had been doing for some time, but I would always be able to find my child. I could call around and find out where she had left her or dropped her off and what have you. This time I couldn't. And this time was different because everything was gone, but I'm not going to walk away from my child. There's no way, because children don't ask to be born. And I think as a parent, you owe them everything. So you have to do everything you can to protect them and everything that you can to do what you can for them. So kind of the way this novel kicks off is the fact that I started to find out where the child was. There it is, Burning America, in the best interest of the children with the question mark. And the way that I found out where my child was, we're in Pennsylvania, was over a police radio because the child had been taken to one of the neighbors. And over the police radio, because I flagged down a cop and I said, could you call these people? Because I can't get a hold of them. And that's how I found out where my child was. So she's 3,000 miles away.
One of the things that comes to mind when my children had to give depositions, right, to fight the criminal case in Florida. And one of the things that my children said during the depositions, and now I couldn't listen in, but I did hear them later. My attorney asked the children, why do you live with dad? Like, it sounds like you have fun with mom and you want to see mom. And, if you're not scared of her and, if this really didn't happen, and everybody had a different story. When you hear the depositions, it was a completely different story. And one of my children, I don't remember which one, honestly said, it's just easier to stay with dad. It's just easier. And it's true. And as a parent that values your children and growing up, I had to step back and say, okay, what is the best for them right now? And sometimes the best for them might be me not being in their life, not because I don't want to be and I don't love them, but because of the manipulation that is going on and because they have to survive in that situation. So every time they came and had fun with me, they would experience the opposite when they were with dad. And so there were several times that my youngest would come out and say, I can't come with you this time. There was nasty letters from the elf during Christmas. There was Christmas gifts for all the other children with the lady that he had the affair with, for everybody except my youngest, because he kept wanting to see me.